Hello everyone, and welcome back to RuneScape. So we've been spending a lot of time on the tropical Anachronia island, and I figured, it's time we go to the other tropics of the world and do something else. So today we're going to be doing the Head of the Family mini-quest, which is the next quest in the Tales of the Ark mini-quest series that we started a long time ago and have not made much progress on. It's not a very important series or anything, but I do want to slowly work through it whenever time permits. And today is one of those days. So let's go ahead and talk to the Waiko, Moai, yes, that is Moai. Amanushi, can you hear me, my love? Please answer me. I guess we accept this very vague thing. Are you talking to me? Oh, how tiny you are. I barely noticed you. No, I did not want to speak to you. The world does not revolve around you. The little bug has a big ego. Who are you calling a bug? You crawl across my body, you live in my hair, and burrow into my flesh. Gonna tell me more about this, or are we just stuck here? Come on. What is going on here? You drop your waste wherever you like and expect others to clean up after you. It is not your fault. You are an insect. You do not know any better. I didn't come all the way from the west to be insulted by an animated statue. I am not a statue. I'm a moai. Moai. I don't know why that word's giving me trouble to say it out loud. I can think the pronunciation is fine, but then when I read it, my brain just doesn't want to pronounce it the way I know it is. My name is Waiko. Waiko, you were named after this island? I am Waiko. I am the spirits of the island. You are standing on me. It's alright. You are not heavy enough to hurt me. So who were you talking to earlier, Waiko? My wife, Amanushi. I call out to her across the sea, but she does not answer. I am worried. I hope nothing bad has happened to my wife. If I find Amanushi, I'll let her know you've been trying to contact her. Has your wife gone quiet before? Rarely, very rarely. Amanushi does like to talk. She is far away and gets so very lonely. How can she hear you from such a great distance? All Moai are connected. This is an island network. We speak through the network. A Moai thinks, a Moai speaks. All Moai hear the voice of other Moai. So everyone's hearing this conversation then, but only his side of it? Your family hears your every thought? That sounds quite creepy. Have you no privacy? No way to shut out the voices? No, we are family. We are connected. It is my duty to listen to my family. It has been many months since I last heard from my family. I fear the worst. I guess that's enough of the conversation then. We have to go to Amanushi and figure out what's going on. I suppose. Let's go ahead and get back over to our boat down here and figure out what's going on. So, today being Monday, it has been an update day. It was, once again, mostly patch notes related to Anachronia. Some good things on there. Some of the stuff listed was things that actually got patched in last week, like reducing the Jadinko chances and stuff. They made the Arcane Apoterasaur a little bit easier, because apparently it was like one of the hardest ones. So it's kind of unfortunate we started with that one back then, but they made it a little bit easier and things like that. We'll look at the list at the end of this episode on what they changed to see if there's anything worth mentioning. Anyway, we're going over to Amanushi. I think this is what we're supposed to do, I would assume. I don't actually know where on the island the Moai is. I don't know if it's like over here somewhere. I feel like it's not just up there. Is it be that simple? I have no idea. It has been a long time since I did this on my main account. I do not remember how this went. Did not stick in my head at all. I do know that there's a captain in it, so maybe he's related to it. Oh, where are you? I could read the guide. I mean, that would kind of make sense. Head north, up the stairs to find Moai. Where is it? Am I just completely missing anything and everything? It didn't say how many stairs to head up, so maybe it's all the stairs. There's just so many dragons up here. It's ridiculous. Okay, where is this Moai? Am I crazy? Did I run right past it? I must have... Oh, wait, is that it there? Down there? Yeah, there it is. How did we get there, though? I mean, obviously not through there. Can we run along the beach, then? I guess so. I guess I was correct at first, and I was just being stupid by doubting myself. Oh, well, let's run all the way back while I figure out what we're going to do next. Okay. I have an idea of what to do next after we finally talk to this thing. Let's get down here and get this taken care of. It's quite dark and gloomy on Amanushi. See, the problem was it just from a distance kind of looked like you couldn't run along here because the beach gets so thin. But I guess you can. Also, I'm going to get rid of this stupid pet. I use him to bank items during my big game hunter. Which, speaking of big game hunter, I've been doing a little bit of it, trying to get the totem of treasure piece from it. No luck so far. I've not done that many, though. I've heard plenty of stories of people doing hundreds of trips. Well, not hundreds of trips, but hundreds of kills. And I'm definitely not even at 100 yet. I did get the totem of treasure from the agility course, though, so we're one piece away, I think. I just want to know you're safe. Waco. I always want to say Waco. Why is my brain broken? Say something, please. Waiko, speak to me, you atoll. I met your husband, the Waiko Moai. He sent me to find out why he hasn't heard from you. He hasn't heard me? Well, he could have said something. I don't think he could respond. Is Waiko safe? Has he heard from the others? Well, at least he's not run off with that Wonton archipelago in the northwest. He's always fancied her, not that he'd admit it. Are you going to let me finish? Yes, sorry. We're not accustomed to talking with our mouths. It's very crude and slow. I wish you'd hurry up. It sounds like there's something wrong with the island network. Neither of you can hear each other. Perhaps there's some kind of interference. We've communicated through the network for millennia. Is there some way we could repair the island network? The Moai are the network. We have always been here. The network is part of us. Even before these oceans were ice and before the ice melted, the Moai have shared our thoughts. This silence scares me. I don't know what's going on with the other Moai. It's maddening. I've never felt so alone. I must speak to Waiko. Can you take me to him? I'm not sure I could carry you to Waiko. You're a bit on the large side. I beg your pardon? I mean, you look quite heavy. I'm sure you're relatively light for a Moai, but you're made of dense stone. I couldn't carry you on my ship. I'll need a cargo freighter and a specialized crew to move you. Putting aside your insensitive jabs at my weight, there's a good reason I've never seen my husband. I must remain connected to the soil of my island. If you were to cut my head from my body, I'd die. This seems an impossible task. Achieving the impossible is kind of my thing. I'll find a way to safely separate you from your island. Leave it to me. So I need to find a captain with a cargo freighter. Now, where have I seen a large boat on my travels in the Ark? I still need to locate a crew with the equipment to transfer a heavy load onto the ship. Yeah, I'm just listing all the things. Repeating the insult doesn't make it any less offensive, you know. I need to find someone who can fix me up with some hired help. I need to find a way to keep you alive without your island during the ocean journey to Waiko. Some kind of portable island, I guess? I wonder if the ship's chandler on Waiko can supply me with that. Alright, so basically we need to head back to Waiko, is the story here. Luckily it's just a short jaunt down to the south to get on our boat and head back over there. And then we can begin talking to a variety of people. But we will be starting with a name I'm not even going to try to pronounce, honestly. So yeah, let's go do that. Waiko. Okay, so we need to find the guy whose name starts with a Y. He's somewhere in this island. Is he this guy here? I have no idea. No, that's Sojabo. Southeast Village section. Alright, well, we're in the north, so let's head south. Is he just gonna be over here somewhere? I guess. I miss spending time on the Ark. Once we get our levels a little bit higher, I'll be out here more. Once I can actually, like, chop the stuff. There we go. There's the name that I'm not going to pronounce. Looking for something? Or someone? Actually, yes. I need to move a Moai head from Amanushi to Waiko, and it's very heavy. Why would you want to move the head of Amanushi? That doesn't seem a very... Never mind. It's not my business to question my clients. I'm here to get you what you need. So you'll help me? For a price, I can put you in touch with a fine crew of laborers. We've got a fresh batch in from Cyclosis. They have strong backs and they're hard workers, if you whip them enough. Sounds good. How much is this Cyclops crew going to cost me? I'll loan you 2 Cyclops. Cyclopses? Cyclops. That's for one journey from Amanushi to Waiko. Loading and unloading. My fee is 15 fish oil. Do we have a deal? Okay. The work crew will meet you at the Moai Head. Anything else I can do for you? Yeah, I'm trying to track down a man called Jed. He's also known as the Iron Link. Can't say I've heard of such a person, and I make it my business to know everyone. Well, I guess it was a long shot. I figured he'd be quite notorious in the Ark. Alright, well anyway. That's enough of that. Now we need to go talk to Rosie. We'll also claim our supplies there, because I keep forgetting to do that. I've always been intending to make like a checklist thing that'll like automatically help me keep track of everything I need to do in this game. But I never get around to it. I've got too many things that I want to work on. Right. I want to claim this. Yeah, it'd be nice to remember to get this. But I guess we'll fill up soon enough anyway. Talk to Rosie. Have you ever had to move a Moai? You mean the big stone statue here on Waiko? You leave it alone. The Moai are the sacred repository of our ancestor spirits. Their soul energy flows into the land. The Moai keeps the bamboo ripe, the rain falling, and the fish delicious. If you move a Moai from island soil, it'd be like cutting off the head of the land. The crops would die, the animals would get sick, and a curse would fall upon Waiko. When nature dies, so do we, who live off of nature's bounty. You'd kill all of us. Damn Western tourists come here and think they can uproot our culture and bring it home as a souvenir? You keep your hands off our Moai. Hold your hornless unicorns, buddy. The Amanushi Moai wants to come here to Waiko. The Moai have lost contact with each other and they're lonely. They long to be together. Oh, well, that's different. 2 Moai on Waiko would be a blessing. It'd be twice the nature's bounty, and that means double the profits. So you'll help me move the Amanushi Moai to Waiko? Basically killing Amanushi then? We'll bring 2 long-distance lovers closer together and strengthen the island of Waiko. Everybody wins. Except Amanushi. I'll do what I can for the good of Waiko. I don't know how you'd keep the Moai head alive on the ocean journey, though. The island and the Moai are one. It's as much a part of them as your own body. If you moved the Moai, it would bleed out. The spirits of our ancestors would be lost to the void. Has anyone ever moved a Moai before? I recall a legend of a Moai that once was carried out to the sea. It's an ancient folk song. It was told to me by the sea singer Kala back when I used to live on Whale's Maw. So I can find the sea singer Kala on Whale's Maw? She is a sea singer no longer. Kala has not been seen in public for some time. She lives in isolation on the coast of Whale's Maw, among the wreckage of ships gone aground. They say she's a sea witch now and uses her power to lure sailors to their doom. If Kala is even still alive, she may have the answers you seek. If you must speak with the sea witch, tread carefully. She was once the sea singer of Whale's Maw and a respected member of the community. The locals fear her now. There is a dangerous power in her. Got it. Kind of repeating some information there, but whatever. We'll head over to Whale's Maw then. Got an island hop all over the place, I guess. Oh well. So, Whale's Maw is going to be north. Oh. Alright, and I believe I remember where she is. I believe she's over on this western coast here. If I do remember my sea witches correctly. You can also capture a Bakami while we're over here. A bundling Bakami. I mostly just want the hunter experience, to be honest. That does remind me, I don't know if I ever mentioned it, but I did catch all the implings for the Prif Dentist thing. I don't know if I need to go talk to them for that, or if I already did. But yeah. I thought it was over here. She's up here instead. I swear I thought she was somewhere. Ah, there we go. Okay. There once was a curious Moai who longed to see the ocean. Like all Moai, his gaze was turned inward to keep his focus on his island and the happiness of its inhabitants. This Moai was curious and inquisitive. He heard the ocean waves lapping behind him, the crash of surf against sand. He heard the sounds of whale song and the bellow of mighty sea creatures, the chittering of tiny shoals of invisible salmon. He pestered his fellow Moai with questions of their islands. What did they see? What did they hear? His family patiently answered his questions, but the curious Moai could not be satisfied with words. He was ravenous for knowledge. He wanted to see the world beyond his island with his own eyes. The curious Moai called the island elders to him. He begged them, the bugs that lived on his back, for aid. He asked to be moved to the shore of his island so he could see the ocean. The elders agreed. They wove a bowl of the finest bamboo and filled it with the island's soil. The tribe's strongest men lifted the curious Moai into the bowl, and they dragged the bowl towards the shore. The curious Moai was delighted. Finally, he could see the lapping waves. He could watch the sunrise across the water. He could even see great water beasts on the far horizon. He asked the elders to pull him closer to the shore. The other Moai cautioned him not to get too close to the water. They feared he would drown. The curious Moai insisted. Just a little closer, he begged. He could almost see the great whales. The islanders dragged the bowl closer to the shoreline. They pushed and strained and pulled the great weight of the Moai down the beach. The Moai, now settled on the golden sand, peered out across the water, and he reveled in the view of the ocean. Life teemed in the depths. He could see the fish swimming in shoals and the great birds flying overhead. The curious Moai looked around him in wonder and was finally content. He was happy. Then the Moai noticed that the shoreline was getting closer. The tide was coming in. The Moai's family wailed and sobbed. "Too close," they cried. "You are too close to the water's edge. Turn back." The curious Moai called out to the islanders. He begged them to push him back onto dry land. The islanders tried, but the Moai was too heavy. The water lapped at the Moai's bowl, stealing away the soil that sustained him. Waves cascaded over the frightened Moai, filling his mouth and nose with salt water. Oh my gosh, there's so much. The Moai's soil dissolved into the ocean spray, and he turned deathly pale. The ocean poured into his mouth. He could not breathe. So they actually have to breathe? That's weird. The curious Moai gurgled and moaned, his screams echoing in the ears of his helpless family. After a final harrowing death rattle, the curious Moai was silent. Moai's family mourned him and chastised his foolishness. The other Moai promised to learn from the dead Moai's terrible fate. They will never again face the ocean. So if these Moai have been around forever, then surely this Amanushi Moai would remember this happening and be able to explain how to transport a Moai. You would think. There may be some truth in this tale. I should let the Chandler, I have no idea what that word is, to be honest, on Waiko know what I've learned. I really legitimately don't know. If it's Chandler, I don't know. You better just call it handler. Then I would know how to pronounce it. Alright, well anyway. So now we need to go back to Waiko and talk to whoever it was. I don't actually know. Is that Rosie that they're talking about? Yes, it is Rosie. Apparently she is the person they are referring to. Alright, well, that's easy enough. She's just a quick run over here, and we will have our situation sorted. Rosie, give me your stuff. The sea witch told me of a Moai that once longed to see the ocean and drowned. The Moai was carried in a bowl woven from bamboo. The bowl was filled with the soil of the Moai's homeland to keep the Moai nourished. Cautionary tales aside, I know a skilled weaver who can create the bowl. Bring me 5 bamboo and 150 chimes to pay the weaver. You will also need enough soil from Amanushi to fill the bowl. Here you can borrow this bag to carry it. It's much bigger on the inside. Alright. Good stuff. I feel like maybe you'd want the bamboo to be from the island that the Moai was coming from, but whatever. Anyway, so we need to go get some sand from the Amanushi. This song is messing with my brain because I heard talking, but I think it's just the song. It's like talking in the background while I'm talking. Alright, I guess we just have to go to the dock, literally, and fill the bag, and then we can come back. Be good. Go to Amanushi. That is... There we go. Yes, I should take this back to Rosie. Can we not just call her Rosie? We know her name. Why do we have to call her by her title that nobody ever uses outside of this dialogue? Okay. I think we're almost ready to transport then, right? Yep. Alright. Ah, I see you have brought soil from Amanushi. Will you give me what I need for the portable island? Yes. Thank you. When the weaver has completed the bowl, I'll have it delivered to the Moai on Amanushi, free of charge. Alright, so what next? So now we need a captain and ship. Apparently we could have done that on Amanushi as well. The order on this guide is not ideal. It's not efficient. But let's head back to Amanushi. I mean, we saw the captain earlier. I moused over him. I thought he was the one. Amanushi. I always feel like it should be the north. I don't know why. It just feels like it is. Because it's so dark. Okay. Captain Ekahai. Ikahi. I don't know. Is that your ship out at sea? It's a big one, isn't it? Can I hire your cargo freighter? I need to ship some very heavy cargo from here to Waiko. What's the cargo, ye two-eyed landlubber? My name is KaBob, and my cargo is the Moai of Amanushi. Moai of Amanushi? Never heard of him. Amanushi's a big statue head. She wants to move in with Waiko, her husband. I think I can make that happen. Great, I've already hired a work crew to carry the Moai into your ship. I don't work for free, Snake Eyes. KaBob. It'll cost you 300 chimes to hire me and my ship, KaBob. Sure thing. Got plenty. I'm ready to set sail as soon as your Moai is prepared. Is that everything then? Are we ready to go? Let me see. Yeah, we're ready to go. We can go talk to the Moai and get moving on this. Just a quick run over here. This is classified as a medium-length mini-quest, but, I mean, 30 minutes isn't that bad, really. And I even wasted some time and read everything out loud. Alright, Moai, with these threatening bodyguards. I've hired a Cyclops captain on Amanushi who will carry you to Waiko on his cargo freighter. Person, the dealer, is in Southeast Waiko, has agreed to loan me a work crew to do the heavy lifting. You've probably already met them. We're ready, master. I'm not ready. I've commissioned a portable island to keep you alive on your journey to Waiko. The Waiko Chandler promised it would be delivered here soon. Amanushi, I have everything I need to transport you to Waiko. Let's get you onto the Cyclops freighter. I mean, the bull hadn't been transported here yet, but whatever. Phew, that was hard work. Now to meet up with the Cyclops captain and set sail. Alright, I guess he's just going to be standing where he was, not like near a boat or something. Is that his boat out there then? I have no idea. There's a boat out in the water. I mean, it's really not that much bigger than mine, if that's the case. What is the difference? Or is that it there? That boat might be a little bit bigger. Definitely got more sails. Yeah, that must be his boat. The Moai is secured in my cargo hold. Hop aboard that rowboat and I'll take you to Waiko. Sounds good to me. Yes. Oh, yes. Spoiler alert. Unsafe combat. I have a confession to make. I owe my life to a human. He gave me this ship and sent me to kill you. His name is Jed. This jet is becoming a nuisance. Curse your inevitable betrayal. I suppose you're going to sell the Moai to the highest bidder? After I kill you and throw your body overboard, I'll deliver the Moai to Waiko as promised. I'm not a monster. What about you two? Are you siding with Team Cyclops? We owe no loyalty to you. You paid us for our labor, and the captain has paid us to swab the deck with your insides. Fair enough, let's dance. Supposedly you can safe spot this. Not that I really need to, but, you know, when a safe spot is easy enough to do, why not do it? Alright, I was trying to kill some dinosaurs. Or is it dinosaurs that give the totem of treasure that I was talking about earlier? I don't know. I'm trying to gather totem pieces, so I was killing dinosaurs. I've been doing big game hunter. So far I've only gotten one from agility, but, you know, it's something. It is definitely something. I do need to go back and do that minigame, Herbie Werby, as well, so we can get pieces from that. There we go. I don't know why their health goes to 1 before they die. Very strange. Anyway, this is a very easy combat encounter when you don't even have to get hit. Anyone could do this, as long as you have like the level 90 plus requirements to even start the thing. Yep, this is a very exciting battle against Captain Ekahi. Akahi. I have no idea. I kind of want to let him hit me, just because it'll be interesting. Oh, I guess it goes to 1 because I'm not actually killing them. And it's just the way the game works, I guess. They have to stay at 1 HP to live. I think that is true that like non-attackable NPCs have 1 HP. Because I think there was a glitch where you could hurt them like sometime in the past year or two. Alright. I may have underestimated you. You think? Let's forget this mutiny ever happened, shall we? I'll return the chimes you gave me and ferry you safely to Waiko. Okay, works for me. Always happy to get my money back. Alright, well I guess that's it with him. We will go ahead and go talk to the Moai. I guess even though I, like, beat them to an inch of their life, they're still in good enough health to transport the Moai up this mountain. You can tell because it's up there already. It's nice that I didn't have to help either. I just stood around on the dock waiting for it to be done, and then I run on over here like, hey guys, you done yet? Yeah, it's the same song that was messing with my brain earlier. It's so quiet you might not even be able to hear it very well. You did it! I am united with my love. Oh, Waiko. Oh, Amanushi. Oh, Waiko. I have to admit, you're not as handsome as I'd hoped. And there we go. We get all these things. We get even more fish oil than we spent. We get more bamboo than we spent. We get some agility XP. And an additional crew member. Stuff. Let's redeem this XP real quick. There we go. So yeah, long ways to go until 95 agility. But we'll get there. But yeah, so that is that. We have gotten that. I do wonder, like, once it's here, does it still need its original island soil? Or what? Like, how does it work? The way it works. Wow, there was one of these here earlier before I started the episode. I won't complain. Come on, really? Catch that thing. And then we gotta head on over to Anachronia. Alright, heading on over to Anachronia now that we're done with this little mini quest. I don't think we'll like make it a habit of doing these mini quests often, but I'll try to get through them in a somewhat reasonable time frame. There's a lot of them still. Like, I think there's at least 5 more mini quests. Alright, so here we are. So I ran into a problem because it's been so long since I did an episode due to continuing real life related issues and me wanting to do longer episodes making those difficult. That I did fill up on a lot of resources. But we can go ahead and hop on in here. Apparently I've not done this yet today, unfortunately. Alright, so yeah, first things first, definitely we're upgrading the storehouse so that I don't have to worry about filling up on things anytime soon. That's good. We're a long way from the sleeping quarters. I'm kind of second guessing the whole, like, just doing these top 3, just because the amount of time it takes. Like, my main account, he's like maybe halfway-ish towards the sleeping quarters, and he's not bought any of this junk either. So that's kind of bad, and I really do want some of these things. Like, I would really like the damage boost. I feel like this would make the Slayer tasks a lot more reasonable. And, you know, some of the other things sound useful. I wouldn't mind having this for sure. The spa, I mean, we can afford the spa right now. I think we're going to go ahead and build it just to see it. So there, we have a spa now. Where does it go? Down here, I guess? I think I've seen the spa manager down here. Whatever their name is. Yeah, so we can relax. And yeah, it does have all those things. Only 3 of them, though. There's more than 3. It's very interesting. I guess those are the 3 that are considered useful here. I mean, unlimited run energy is useful. So that's the health one, the hunter one, and the run one, if I remember correctly. You just hop on in here. Does it show you swimming? No, it doesn't let you swim. Ah well, it's a hunter boost nonetheless. So that's something. 103 hunter now. Hey, this actually would make it reasonable for me to fight the Pavosaurus Rex, because he only requires 96, and this hunter boost would last. Why did I not consider that before? I don't know, I think I've already got enough meat to go do a trip on Pavosaurus. Maybe that'll be next episode, where we get to try out the highest level hunter thing here. But anyway, there was one other thing that I wanted to build, since I've given up on my original plans of saving everything. And they also, one of the updates today did make this a higher priority task anyway, which is we're going to build the bait box. Because they've added a bait box somewhere over here. I don't actually know where. Once I build it, I'll go find it. I figure it'll be easier to see once I get it built, because I don't know if there's a pile of things to build it inside the base, or if you have to build it out here. I just haven't seen it, but I know where this is. We can go out here and build that. It only holds 5, but basically it'll make banking a lot easier, because the problem is if you're fighting like 5 or 6 dinosaurs in one session, your inventory fills up, and that's a problem. So yeah, we'll go ahead and build that. It's very cheap for the first one. I don't know what the second one costs. 5,000 of each, apparently. I don't know how much a larger one holds, but I might buy that as well. This would be really nice to have, but it's definitely going to be expensive. But yeah, so basically now I can run, well, why even run? Let's home teleport. Yeah, this is the guy that they supposedly made not have such a terrible wander thing. I think what they probably removed is they probably removed the walk pattern where he keeps walking over the grass you hide in constantly, because that's just annoying. Especially for what is supposed to be the easiest one. Yeah, so that's where the bait box is apparently. It's good to know. Yeah, basically it'll just reduce the amount of banking problems I have, because I'll be able to put 5 of my dropped meat from an encounter in here, and then not have to worry about it. But yeah, so now, just to finish up this episode real quick, I'm going to just really quickly breeze through the list of patches and see what important things. Oh, they did slightly improve the world map. I don't think we've loaded that up yet today. I mean, it's really hard to tell the difference outside of them adding the trees, but I mean, the trees do make it look a lot better, honestly. Just having the blank map kind of looks bad, so having trees does help. What else? Damaged dinosaur hides are notable. That hadn't been a problem for me, but it is a thing. Let's see. No, nothing really important there. They did add the profound halo for people who that affects. They made the Daemonheim aura just like an automatic thing that's not an item. So that's nice. Patch notes, anything else? Strange rocks from skinning a creature. There was one thing on here. Oh, they did improve the max cape stats and also the kiln capes, which is nice. Oh, the thing that I'd complained about such a long time ago, which is having to dismiss familiars to go in the whirlpool for the ancient cavern to Curadel's area. That was randomly fixed today. I mean, I won't complain. It's just really random. They improved the Archeron mammoths or whatever. They made them a little better to fight. What else? Increase the grand exchange limit of ancient scales and draconic energy to 1,000. They made the Karos clue carrier a little better. I might actually use it now because basically whenever you finish a clue, it'll pull one out if you have one. So that makes it a little better if you're doing a whole bunch of different clues. Anything else? Oh, there's a toggle on the Legendscape now to let you teleport either to the gates or the guild, which, I mean, the gates is usually a lot better for like clue scrolls and stuff. So that's pretty cool. Anything else? They made Chompy Birds a little better because there's a chance of getting an extra spawn with the Ardoin achievements. Oh, you can now own both the Fancy and Fighting Boots at the same time, which is really good for that clue thing that they do. I can't remember the name, but it's where they have that extra clue guy who gives you like daily clues, and there's one that requires Fighting Boots and one that requires Fancy Boots, and it was just the most annoying thing in the world. You have to deal with that, so I'm glad they fixed that. There's too many things to read through, so that's where I'm going to leave that little list. There's a few interesting things for sure. But yeah, so I'll see you guys next episode where I'm not sure, we might be doing more Anachronia stuff or we might do something else. But yeah, bye!